you hear what I was playing, Lane?
I didn't think it polite to listen, sir.
I'm sorry for that, for your sake. I don't play accurate. Anyone can play accurately. But I play with wonderful expression. As far as the piano is concerned, sentiment is my forte. I keep signs for life.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of the signs of life, have you got the sandwiches for Lady Bracknell?
Yes, sir.
By the way, Lane, I see from your book that on Thursday night, when Lord Sherman and Mr. Worthing were dining with me, 8 bottles of champagne are entered as having been consumed.
Yes, sir. 8 bottles and a pint.
Why is it that a bachelor's establishment, the servants invariably drink the champagne? I asked merely for information.
I attribute it to the superior quality of the wine, sir. I have often observed that in married households, the champagne is rarely of a fast-rate brand.
Good heaven, is marriage so demoralizing as that?
I believe it is a very pleasant state, sir. I have had very little experience of it myself up to the present. I have only been married once up to the present. That was in consequence of a misunderstanding between myself and a young person.
I don't know that I am much interested in your life, family life, Lane.
No, sir. It is not a very interesting subject. I never think of it myself.
Very natural. I am sure that will do, Lane. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Lane's views on marriage seem somewhat lax. Really, if the lower orders don't set us a good example, what on earth is a good use of them? They seem as a class to have absolutely no sense of moral responsibility.
Mr. Ernest Worthing.
How are you, my dear Ernest? What brings you up to town?
Oh, pleasure, pleasure. What else should bring one anywhere? Eating as usual? I see algae.
I believe it is customary in good society to take some slight refreshment at 5 o'clock. Where have you been since last Thursday?
In the country.
What on earth do you do there?
When one is in town, one amuses oneself. When one is in the country, one amuses other people. It is excessively boring.
And who are the other people you amuse?
Oh, neighbors.
Got nice neighbors in your part of Shropshire?
Oh, perfectly horrid. Never speak to one of them.
How immensely you must amuse them. By the way, Shropshire is your county, is it not?
Shropshire? Yes, of course. Hello. Why all these cups? Why cucumber sandwiches? Why such reckless extravagance in one so young? Who is coming to tea?
Oh, merely Aunt Augusta and Gwendolyn.
How perfectly delightful.
Yes, that is all very well, but I am afraid Aunt Augusta won't quite approve of you being here.
May I ask why?
My dear fellow, the way you flirt with Gwendolyn is perfectly disgraceful. It is almost as bad as the way she flirts with you.
I am in love with Gwendolyn. I have come up to town expressly to propose to her.
I thought you had come up for pleasure. I call this business.
How utterly unromantic you are.
I really don't see anything romantic in proposing. It is very romantic to be in love. But there is nothing romantic about a definite proposal. Why? One must accept it. One usually is, I believe. Then, the excitement is all over. The very essence of romance is uncertainty. If I ever get married, I'll certainly try to forget the fact.
I have no doubt about that, dear Algie. The divorce court was specially invented for people whose memories are so curiously constituted.
Oh, there is no use on speculating on that subject. Divorces are made in heaven. Please don't touch that. The cucumber sandwiches are specially ordered for Aunt Augusta.
Well, you have been eating them all the time.
That is quite a different matter. She's my aunt. Have some bread and butter. The bread and butter is for Gwendolina. She is completely devoted to her.
And very good brown butter it is.
Well, my dear fellow, you need not act like as if you're going to eat it all. You behave as if you were married to her already. You are not married to her already, and I don't think you will ever be.
And why on earth would you say that?
Well, in the first place, girls never marry the men they flirt with. Girls don't think it's alright.
Oh, that is nonsense.
It isn't. It is the great truth. It accounts for the extraordinary numbers of bachelors that one sees all over the place. In the second place, I don't give my consent at all.
Your consent?
My dear fellow, Gwendolina is first cousin. And before I allow you to marry her, you will have to clear up the whole questions of Cecily.
Cecily? What on earth do you mean? What do you mean algae by Cecily? I don't know anyone of the name of Cecily.
Bring me that cigarette case Mr. Worthing left in the smoking room the last time he was here.
Yes, sir. Do you mean to say you have had my cigarette case all this time? I wish to goodness you had let me know. I have been writing frantic letters to Scotland Yard about it. I was very nearly offering a large reward.
Well, I wish you would offer one. I happen to be more than usually hard up.
Good offering a large reward now that the thing is found.
Rather mean of you, Ernest, I must say. However, no makes matter for now. That I look at the inscription inside, I found that the thing isn't yours after all.
Of course it's mine. You have seen me with it 100 times, and you have no right whatsoever to read what is written inside. It is a very ungentlemanly thing to read a private cigarette case.
Oh, it is absurd to have a hard and fast rule about that, about what one should read and what one shouldn't. More than half of modern culture depends on what one shouldn't read.
I am quite aware of that fact, and I don't propose to discuss modern culture. It isn't the sort of thing one should talk of in private. I simply want my cigarette case back.